cumulative frequency curve, okay, we need to understand what is a cumulative frequency table. Right? You may want to take note that we are not required, okay, in our syllabus or rather in the exam to know how to actually plot a cumulative frequency curve. Okay, although there are some exercises in your textbook that require you to do so. So that one is just out of fun now, okay, for learning. Yes, but for exam you need not know how to draw. In fact, in exam you need not know how to draw any statistical diagrams, maybe except for box statistical plot. Okay? Huh? Yeah. Okay, so let's first look at this. So a cumulative frequency table, right? Okay, it is this one over here whereby it has the heading number of hours and cumulative frequency. Based on the meaning of the word cumulative, what does that mean?
Adds up.
It adds up, right? Okay, so that is the whole idea that we're having for cumulative frequency table. Okay, so table 1 shows the frequency table for the number of hours spent by 40 students surfing the internet on a particular day. Okay, so it shows that for the number of students that actually spend 0 to 2 hours, okay, that will be 3 students. So that is the frequency. Okay, to find out what is the cumulative frequency, right? We will be looking at the interval that add up to to find the cumulative frequency for a particular hour K. So for example, from less than or equals to 2 hours, okay, there will be 3 people. Less than or equals to 4, okay, that will mean that it includes these 3 people and these 5 people over here. So then the next interval we're looking at will be t less than or equals to 6, and then t less than or equals to 8, and then t less than or equals to 10. So essentially, we are going to be looking at the upper boundary of the intervals. Okay. Then after that, in order to find the cumulative frequency for t less than or equals to 6, to take this 8 plus the 16 here. Okay, so this will be equals to 24. And then after that, t less than or equals to 8, that will be 24 plus 12. And then after that, lastly, 36 plus 4. That will be 40. Yeah.
How you get all those numbers?
Okay, it is cumulative frequency, so I'm essentially looking at this interval. For example, t less than or equals to 8. So less than or equals to 8, the numbers before, okay, from 0 all the way to 8. So add them all up. So I'm adding the 24 because 24 already added up to the previous one.
No, but 3 plus 5.
3 plus 5 plus 16 gives you 24, right?
Oh my god. Stupid.
Okay, question 2. You want to find the number of students who surf the internet for 6 hours or less. So we will then refer to the cumulative frequency table. 6 hours or less mean that it is 24. Okay, so 24 students okay, surf the internet for 6 hours or less.
No, like this is number given.
Okay. So this chapter actually is actually not too difficult, simple calculations. Okay. We want more than 8 hours. How do I find more than 8 hours then? But over here it's all less than or equals to
Minus.
what would I need to do? Look at the other table, but in exam usually they only give you this table.
In minus.
Okay? No need to make your own table. We can do a minus. So we take 40 minus away 36. Okay, that will give you 4. Answer that question yourself. Okay? So part 3, more than 4 hours but not more than 8 hours. How will we be able to find that? More than 4, not less, more than 4 but not more than 8.
36 minus 8.
We'll take 36 minus 8. Does anyone not understand what I've been trying to do so far? Because part 2 and part 3, or rather this question 2 is essential skill. Okay, for this entire topic. Is it focus or is it blur? It's focus. Okay.
So why more than 8 is 40 minus 36?
More than 8 hours. Down here is all less than. Okay, so there are 36 people that spends less than or equals to 8 hours. But I want more than 8. So that means it is between 8 and 10. So that difference will be 40 minus 36. This is a cumulative frequency. You understand? More than 8, right? If you look at this one over here, more than 8, that means you look at this form over here. You're looking at the difference between 10 to 8. So that is okay, can right?
Oh my God,
Question 3, what does the last entry under cumulative frequency of table 2 represent? Okay, so this value over here, right, it will always represent the total frequency or the total number of students in this case. Okay. So in this case, it will represent total number of students, but in general, it means that it is the total frequency. Okay, any questions? Alright, no questions. Will you just give practice now on page 68 this question a try? Complete it inside your exercise book.
This is chapter 3.
Cumulative frequency table. Why suddenly this color? Draw the table. Yeah, less than equal to 30.
Right, number of insects equals.
Are we done? Okay, could you check your cumulative frequency table? Right, it should be 1, 4, 10, 22, 32, 38, and 40. So the very last number must always match with the total number, okay, or total frequency, right? Which the question has said that it is 40 insects. Okay, so the heading that you should have would be length, okay, in X and M. Okay, then after that, cumulative frequency will be the other header. Okay, then after that, over here, it will always be S less than or equals to 10 or S X less than or 35. Okay, so we always use the same inequality as per what the question has given you. So if over here, okay, they give X is more than 25, but or rather X is more than or equal to 25 and X less than 30. Okay, if down here is a strict less than sign, then over here it will be a strict less than sign. Okay, so you just follow accordingly to what the question has given. Alright. So part B, okay, finding the number of insects for the respective situations. You should get 32 insects, 18, and then 28. Okay. Any questions? Right. Let's move on. We'll move on to page 2 of our worksheet. Sorry? Not equals to that.
38 minus.
I don't understand. Which one? The last one, right? Don't take the 15. What less than or equals to what? So 32 minus away 4, right? Take this one, less than or equals to, right? Because the question says less than or equals to. Okay, next example 1, right? This is a cumulative frequency curve, okay, which you are not expected to draw. Okay, so in part 1, using the cumulative frequency curve, we want to estimate the number of students who scored 30 marks or less. So please make sure you pay attention to the labeling of the axis. So over here, they are your score, X marks. Okay, and then on the vertical axis will always be cumulative frequency. Okay, so your data values are always found on your x-axis. Okay, whereas over here is about the number of people, the frequency itself. Okay, the cumulative frequency to be exact. Right? So in part 1, okay, maybe let me just. Okay, so in part 1, right, we want to find the number of students who scored 30 marks or less. Okay, so 30 marks or less. So how do we actually interpret the curve? You look for 30 marks over here. Read, okay, along this line to this particular point over here. Okay, you will be able to identify that there's this value 40. Okay, it means that 40 students scored 30 marks or less. Okay, so it is about how the table, okay, we translate the things from the table over to the curve. Okay, so it will always be less than or else less than or equals to. Okay, so in part 1, the number of students.
So we write on the table?
Yes, right on the space provided. Okay, number of students equals to 40. Okay. Then in part 2, we want to find the number of students who scored more than 55 marks. Okay, so take note that the question now wants more than. So if you were to follow the same thing that we did in part 1, which is to identify where 55 is, okay, read up till the curve, then after that go over to the y-axis, and you will notice that it is a 102, okay, according to the scale of the axis. Right, 102. So 100